Welcome to 561 Music. My name's Ben.
And I'm Hector.
How are you, dude?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, man. Just we've been working up our set for St. Patrick's Day, haven't we?
We have. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of dates.
Yeah,
So,
totally. Yeah. The whole thing with if you play in like a Celtic type of a band, is this time of year is March is just crazy. It's just non-stop.
It's ridiculous. I think I was counting the other day, and we had something like 14 gigs in like 11 days or something. It was just dumb.
It's awesome. You know, it's nice to be wanted, and
for 1 week out of the year, it's nice to be wanted.
Exactly. And what we're doing this year, and we did it last year too, is learning a whole load of jigs and reels, which is it's kind of traditional dance music. And jigs are the ones that are in 6/8, like the didn't, and reels are the ones that are in 4/4. Yeah. And we're trying to learn them with me on the mandolin and Hector on guitar, but then also with our normal instruments as well.
Yeah.
And so it's quite a
and James on bass instead of banjo. So yeah, it's different.
Yeah, totally. It's definitely, it's a good thing to do, stretching us musically a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Absolutely. Well, we have Jigs and Mario from Crimonosos here. How's it going, guys?
Wonderful.
It's going.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm going to take that as being good.
Yeah, no, it's probably the best it's ever been.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's really good to hear.
That's amazing.
Might be a little annoying sometimes, but...
That's awesome. So we've had Mario on here before, but it's really nice to have you both, and especially you, just because you've never been. That's cool.
I'm glad that I'm popping my cherry today.
Well, we've been trying to do it, and it didn't work out, and it's so nice that it actually worked out this time. It's fantastic.
I'm a busy person, and what can I say? No, I'm just kidding.
The check wasn't big enough.
No, it wasn't. You at least got to add like 5 zeros in that.
Exactly. So what we do is we just sort of talk about how you got into music and your sort of pathway and journey through music and stuff about your band. So the first question I ask everyone is, why did you start playing music, and what was the kind of situation around your early musical development?
For me, I grew up listening to Blink-182. It was actually my grandma who got me Smash Mouth's Astro Lounge.
Right.
So
Did you hear that Smash Mouth has got a new singer now, and it's like the guy from
never
some
gonna work.
cover band?
It's not gonna work. You can't take that man out of Smash Mouth, man. He's a believer. It's not.
I know, it's kind of like Captain Smash Mouth. It's really weird without him.
I think he went like I read something about him like getting totally shit-faced at a wine festival and just kind of losing his shit, and then afterwards he like quit.
Okay, that's
so I think
it
might be an alcohol thing for him.
I wondered if it was a he had the wrong politics thing, because that seems to be with a lot of people these days. That's why they get disappeared.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you think about it, if you're yelling at fans at a wine festival, I mean, you're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so it is that. I think I read about that. Yeah. I guess it is that. Yeah.
I think it was actually here in Florida too, if
Really?
I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though.
Well, getting completely out of your face and yelling at people sounds a pretty Florida vibe.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
It wouldn't be the first time it's happened in Florida.
No,
I'm
exactly.
sure it won't be the last time it happens in Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait to watch it happen to Mario after like 3 bottles of wine.
So did your parents play music?
No, my mom actually hated everything that I did up until now, which is funny. But yeah, no, she didn't really understand it. So in order for me to get the first instrument that I ever bought, I went around our entire condominium and I knocked on doors and I was like, hey, I'll wash your door of your car. And I was actually able to get, like, I don't know if you remember the shitty Epiphone starter pack that brought the guitar and the amp and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I got that, and then I tried to play guitar, and then bass was like my first instrument.
Right.
So I learned like all these Blink covers, and I had like a Blink cover band called Feedback when I was 9.
Right.
So
when you were 9?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So you were going from a pretty early age.
Yeah, and then I went to Cuba and met my entire family when I was 12, and I sat behind a kit for the first time, and the dude was like, it was a band called the Black Beans, which is really, really funny. But he was like, holy shit, I played Blink-182's What's My Age Again, like, perfectly. And he was like, oh, you play drums? I'm like, no. And he's like, you probably should. And I went back home. I was like, messed around with fly swatters the entire time, which is ironic because Blink's first album is called Fly Swatter. And I got home, and it was pretty much a wrap from then. I lied to some band, said that I've been drumming for years, and then dropped out of high school, and then the rest was history.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. So, when did drums show up on the thing? Like, literally when you wanted to join this band?
Well, like I said, 12 years old it happened. Didn't have a
Right.
drum set, didn't have shit. And I think it was like the era of MySpace. So I went on that like search board for like bands and stuff, and I found this noise band called Novel Type. And I met my best friend, still to this day, sorry Mario, George, and he.
I love George.
George is the shit. And he's like, hey, bro, I lied, said I was 17, pulled an Adrian Young, and then I was actually like 15. And I got kicked out of school. I didn't drop out. I wasn't old enough to drop out, so.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive in a way.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
Kind of badass, at least.
I was like, yeah, let me hop in a van at 15 years old with like these 25-year-olds, Mom, later.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You just got at it early, man. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you still, do you, either of you still practice at home? Like, would you say you practice your instruments or you practice your, like your vocals and stuff like that when you're at home?
I practice in the car, usually on Instagram. Mario comes over and we jam, we do stuff. Majority of the stuff that we actually do is it starts off usually in my little studio room and
Right.
or anywhere that we're at together. Really, this guy's a genius when it comes to like songwriting and stuff like that. Sorry to stroke your ego there.
So, like instrumentally, do you find yourself sitting there with your bass or your drums and like hashing stuff out?
Absolutely not.
Right? Yeah, that was the answer. I was
Well,
looking for.
yeah,
I
at
was
least you
curious.
told the truth.
I mean sometimes.
Oh no, you'd be amazed. It's like 80% of people say that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm in the mood, like I'm fortunate enough now to actually have like space for my drums, and I have like if, for example, my garage, you walk into it, I have full kit set up. I have my Roland V kit set up, so I can go in there and make as much noise as I want.
Yeah.
You know, and then I have like a studio room which we have like all of our stuff, and like, you know, it's where the magic happens, I guess.
That's
you
cool.
know, besides Kenny's house.
What are you using in terms of like software and stuff in your
Logic.
studio?
Logic
Yeah.
X.
I have Pro Tools 12.
Right.
He's a Pro Tools guy.
Cool. What would you say the benefits of about how is it just because it was the first one you learned?
Yeah, pretty much. I find Pro Tools to be like a lot easier for me to use, or like more user friendly.
Right.
But
you
then
should
again,
see us like trying to fucking.
Oh, yeah, like,
it's
'cause-
hilarious.
because I'm like, oh yeah, I could probably like figure Logic out, because it's kind of like GarageBand,
Yeah.
you know. So, but then it's like I get into trying to do like faders and stuff, and it just doesn't line up.
Sure.
I like the sampling, like the basic shit that Logic brings, because
Yeah.
it's even when you start to add on and stuff like that, like it's cool.
Yeah.
But, like the basic stock shit is pretty cool too.
When I was young and trying to figure all this stuff out, the biggest one in all my friends was Cubase.
Oh.
That's what everyone was
I've used
using.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
That goes back a ways.
Yep.
huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
wasn't born yet.
that well, actually, the first one I used, it was called Notator on the Atari ST.
That's fucking dope,
Sing.
dude.
Sing your notator song.
Oh yeah,
You know.
Mars needs women. Mars needs chicken. Mars needs women.
Mars actually needs women, so for sure.
There was this weird techno song called Mars Needs Women. I actually think there is a techno song out there called Mars
There
Needs
is now,
Women.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You probably
I missed my-
inspired. You probably inspired it, man. and you missed your window.
I knew it. I knew it.
don't let people take your thunder away, man. You gotta put it out.
You could have made it, man.
So, how did you guys meet?
Oh, this is a fantastic story, which I'm gonna go ahead and let him take over.
Yeah,
Saul,
dude.
you saw there across the crowded room.
We were
eyes
at
locked.
Rock the Boat and Banana Boat and Boynton Beach, and we just kind of stumbled across each other. I had been maybe drinking more than I should have.
It was
and,
like a match made in heaven.
you know,
I
we
feel
just started talking and kind of shooting the shit.
What's Rock the Boat again? Is it like
Some like
Like a little festival
little
thing?
reggae festival that they put together every year.
right?
It's fun. It's pretty crazy. It's on the water. Good time.
Yeah.
And
I used to play across the way.
Yeah,
like, all the time.
yeah, it's fun, like being there, and then like all the bands are like trying to
I'd like two
outplay
Georges,
each other.
The Banana Boat
Nah.
and Two Georges battle.
Yeah,
I love that shit as a drummer.
I've been
That shit.
playing when you guys were playing across the road before.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry if I fucked up your shit by trying to play louder than you guys.
No, I just ended up coming over there after we played.
Oh, dope, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, totally.
But then Giselle got herself into some like precarious situations.
Some guy just
She fell into some dude's lips.
No, that dude fell into my face unwillingly, and Mario was like, you know what, baby girl, you don't need this. Let me get you some bang bang shrimp. And then we went back to my place afterwards, and we ordered like $40 worth of Burger King, I think. And
It was a lot. It was
a lot.
super late. And the funny thing about it is the Burger King was like 45 feet away from her front
Yeah,
door.
like we could have fucking walked in. The fucking delivery dude took like an hour and a half to. We're like, what
It
the
was
fuck is this guy
ridiculous.
doing?
Oh,
So that's how we
great.
met.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And then in terms of like the project, how would you describe it in terms of music? Would you describe it as hip hop?
I wanna say yes, predominantly yes.
Yeah.
That would be it. But I feel like it kind of like waves in and out of everything else. I mean, I've been in and out of reggae bands, pop punk bands, fucking you name it. I've probably played it. And he's like, ultimate master rapper, the GOAT. So it's like, obviously, it's he's actually taught me how to rap. I think it's fucking rad. I've always
That's
wanted to
awesome.
rap, and like I'm okay at it. I think. I'm gonna get better.
It's very difficult. I've done a lot of rapping in my life, and at no point would I ever say that I was a good rapper.
So the thing that I like about it is like, you can use your syllables, and if you think about it in terms of like a drummer, it's cool, and then you have your ta 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 ta, and you can fill in your words, and you can actually say what the fuck you mean. So it's pretty rad.
There's so many layers to it. You know what I mean? There's so many different ththings you can do, and
The flows, just everything about it. I think it's like probably the most intricate and interesting way of writing like lyrics and like singing or
Yeah.
vocally, anyways.
for sure. So
You do have a lot of influences though in your music, from what I can hear. Like it's definitely not just like hip hop or
No, my favorite songwriter of all time is Elvis Costello. I actually have a portrait of him on my leg and
makes
stuff.
sense.
So,
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Mine's
awesome.
Bob Dylan
yeah, I mean, I get that.
or Donovan.
I feel like
He still makes music.
bless his heart.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah, I saw he looks like a warlock these days.
Yeah, I was gonna say his new song is called Shaman, man.
Yeah,
Do you remember
yeah.
Hurdy Gurdy Man?
Yeah,
It's pretty similar, except he's just way older now.
I saw something a couple of years ago. I read an article about him. He's got like super long, like white hair.
He
and,
just
like, wears
never
these
gave
kind
up
of-
on the 60s.
Yeah.
Even Bob Dylan moved past the 60s. He got into speed. Like, he moved from LSD
He
to
moved
the
pretty
speed,
quickly, yeah.
Judaism, Catholicism. I mean, it's everywhere. You just got to keep...
You just keep going, man. Keep going, keep waving, and keep bobbing.
I mean, in many ways, subterranean
Keep
homesick
bobbing, like
blues
Bob
is like
Dylan?
the
No.
first and only good rap country tune. You know what I mean?
Oh, what song was it? It's All Right, Ma was a rap song.
Yeah,
Am
true.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so.
No, yeah, he's such a creative dude, and we played Subterranean Homesick Blues, and it's a jam. It's
I'll have
awesome.
to come check that out.
Yeah, I actually really want to come watch you guys and stuff because you guys are going ham as fuck all the time, and I'm like, this is so rad.
Play it all the time.
Yeah. I try and keep him busy. In fact, it's the opposite.
Because
I try
I'm
not
never
to-
busy, right?
In fact, it's the opposite. These days, I'm trying to lay off him a little bit and book a few solo gigs because I don't want him to start hating me.
Aw, I feel like you guys are like you guys have a pretty cute relationship.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, we're all getting
all
on
good.
great.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Absolutely.
I only hate him a little bit now.
Yeah, I feel the same way about this guy. Sometimes I want to smush his face into my pillow, but it's all right.
Where do you guys hail from? Where do you guys live?
I was from Hialeah, and then I moved up here 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
I don't know where you're from.
I'm from West Palm Beach.
Right.
I came here from Fort Myers. I
Right.
lived in Fort Myers for like 20 years or something. I've been here for like 11 or 12 years.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
We talked about it a little bit before, but I think that there's no reason to assume that everyone listens to every episode of this. So, how did you find yourself getting into music?
I was like super young, and I went to like a Tom Petty concert, And like it was my first concert, and I was like 10 rows back, and I was like super into it. I was super into Bob Marley too, like a really young age, like with no direction going towards that at the time. But like in that moment, like at the Tom Petty concert, I was kind of like, I want to be a rapper. I don't know why.
That Tom Petty,
I found
man.
myself wanting to be a rapper at a Tom Petty concert. Maybe I just felt like I had been writing like poetry my whole life, and I just was like, well, I can't fucking sing, so.
Actually, you can.
This is like the
This
most
is-
monotone thing, you know, like I could do, and I just kind of stuck to it. I've been doing it for like 17 years or something crazy, like,
yeah, man.
and in that 17 years, I've had a lot of opportunities. Like, I wrote a song every day for like almost a year. Like, I wrote like 500 songs that like nobody's ever really heard, you know, and I just recorded on this. We had, at the time, it was the GMAC, the
Right.
really nice Apple.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
had it, and we were in like I was like living on my own when I was like super young, 15, 16, and that's what we had, like in this like ghetto little house, and we would just record all day, every day.
That's awesome.
So we'd. So if you try really hard, kids, maybe one day it'll click in your mind and you'll figure out how to count syllables and stuff.
I'm still
I
trying.
think I remember you last time saying that you used to keep like a journal and stuff, and you would write in it like every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's awesome.
I still write quite frequently. I haven't really. It's like on and off now for me, you know,
Yeah.
just depending on how much dopamine's going back and forth in my brain.
Sure.
I try to fill him up with that kind of stuff, but
I feel like rap is so dense and it requires so much personality that you really can't fake it.
no.
You gotta be coming up with the goods, or it's plainly
Or it's just
obvious,
not good.
you know?
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not something you can kind of skate by on. You know, you got to really kind of invest and like be good at it. You know, practice and work hard at it.
That's the only thing I am practicing right now is going
Okay.
that in my car. That's legit as fuck.
I like the car is actually it's a good place to test about that. Absolutely.
It's the only place that I can actually write. I feel like because I do poetry as well, but like sitting in the car, it always happens on the way to work when I'm already 25 minutes late, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god! I'm like, Siri. And it's like mumbles all this shit. It fucks it all up. I'm like trying to swerve and shit. So if you see a blue Toyota, just stay the fuck away from me.
That was hilarious. Yeah. So in terms of the band, do you have like what's the writing process? Who starts it, and how does it develop from there?
Honestly, it's a back and forth at this point in time. We bounce ideas off each other. Like
Yeah.
I said, this guy, honestly, to me, out of anybody that I've worked with, no offense to anybody else, but like, I don't know if it's just we just have that connection, but it just you just pretty much flow with anybody, really. So it's like, I don't know, I fucking love you.
Aww.
I love
It's
you
like
too.
it's really just make me a better
Please,
person. all
I'm
the
not
time.
going to
All right,
cry
sorry.
because I've had too many edibles. So.
I might start crying because ovaries, but.
Yeah, it's basically just like a melting pot right now, especially writing like with Kenny and stuff.
How does that work?
Like we'll go, like we're actually heading there Saturday, and
Where's there?
Tampa,
Right.
to his studio there. It's a really nice place.
Cool.
We've been there quite a few times now, 2-3 times.
Right.
So we'll just go
Vibes
there,
right.
but I'll bring, we'll bring what we have, and then just kind of go from there. Like Happy sounded like completely different.
So different.
It was like,
Way
it's a cold
different.
wind singing in the breeze in the dead of night.
It's
Like it was
a
something
mood,
like
it's a
that,
vibe, it's a
but we
night,
took
yeah.
like the happy part and then just went from there and like made it a little more like listenable.
Okay.
I feel like it sounds like the Hold Up, and I like it. So
We like the whole.
Yeah.
we like the Hold Up a lot.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a great song. It's really cool. And the production is great. How's the reception been? How do you feel it's going over? Have you, like, in terms of people sort of getting back to you on it?
Honestly, it's been so organic and it's been so like humbling that it feels good not to force people to do anything.
Yeah.
Like it's really
Yeah.
nice. Not
You
to
guys-
not to sound like, like a cocky fuck.
You guys
but it's like-
performing or?
No. Right now we're just taking it easy. We're trying to pump out as many tunes as possible, release stuff, and
Nice.
then we're pretty much gonna hit like the festival circuit. Is what
Okay.
we're aiming for.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's smart. And there's many ways to do this. And I think that one of the ways that a lot of people find themselves doing, me included, is you have your original material, but in order to kind of be a musician, you find yourself playing, you know, the 3-4 hour gigs. Now, there's good and bad sides to that. You get a lot better at your instrument, you know, you get around town, stuff like that. But if you're very much kind of trying to point yourself towards a goal, it can be a little distracting, you know, for sure.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like it's the best advice that I've known just like from doing it is like you want to separate your project. Like if you're doing these 4-hour gigs and you want to go ahead and like hit something big, just definitely do it under another name so that way it doesn't get played out so much.
Right.
But I'm trying to win a Grammy, man. I'm not trying to like. I don't know if you're trying to do the same shit, but
I have a day job. That I
oh
work.
no, you can keep your day job. It's fine.
I have a
You can have a Grammy and a day job.
No, exactly. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. You know, like
Right.
like have this like because I've been in my career I've been doing for like 11 or 12 years, and I got really good at it, and I really enjoy it. You know, I want to break through that thing. It's not like a stigma, I guess, but like I want to have multiple sources of income.
Absolutely
You
not.
know
You
what I
got to
mean?
quit your job if you want to be in
Well, I
this
was
band.
just gonna say, like, you know,
I've heard that before.
Crimonosos just takes off, and you know, quadruple platinum or something.
Right.
You're not going to quit your day job.
No.
No, you know, here's the thing about Mario
good
and I.
job.
We work
I really
we
like
work
it.
in the transportation
man.
industry,
Yeah.
so we can literally take that shit wherever we go. Like I'm still gonna be fucking dispatching. I don't know about you, but
actually, when I was I went on tour with Article Sound System. I was their merch guy
Right.
for a few dates, and I ran the office from the back of the tour van. Like I had a Microsoft Surface Pro. I had a Bluetooth gaming 360 headset on. You want this? Okay, cool, thank you. I did pretty good.
Yeah,
It was
that's
fun.
cool. What do you do actually for a living?
Like a trucking agent. Like
Okay.
I find business for trucks
Okay.
and then make like a commission off of that.
Gotcha.
I just kind of.
I kind of do the same thing. But it's I work for a moving brokerage, so
Right.
it's a little on the salesy side, and I just deal with the dispatching and like the carrier relationship. So
Cool.
We can go, baby. We can go.
So, in terms of your sort of musical history, is there anyone that you play with that deserves special mention? Like, do you?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't want to name drop. Like I usually don't, but I could.
I mean, you know, we got time.
Okay. So, I mean, what do you mean, like opening up for bands or like?
Well, just in terms of stuff you've done in your life musically, you know.
Oh shit. I mean, I did Warped Tour 2014 on Cheer Girl stage.
What was the band you were with?
I was in a band called Stop the Presses for a very long time. They used
Yeah.
to. They used to be.
We played. Was it?
I'm sorry, Danny and Allie. It's an inside joke.
Yeah, cool. So, is Stop the Press is still going?
Yeah, Stop the Presses is actually based out of Brooklyn. Danny Portilla and Ali Portilla, because they got married.
Right.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
rocking and rolling. I think they're doing a bunch of shit. Their band's actually growing. I got to see them last time they came down, which is really cool because it was like a reunion of like friends.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like kind of like a different chapter in my life. So it was really cool to see everybody and just to be like, hey, I grew up and I'm not a stoop kid sitting on the stoop anymore.
Yeah.
I just saw something about them the other day too. Came across my feed. I don't know if they had just gotten signed to something or they had just gotten some big tour or something. I don't know. There was some big announcement.
I think they're going on tour. I think right
something.
now.
They
is
just
what it
made some
is.
big announcement
Yeah.
the other day. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
crushing it though, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm so clueless about it. I should make sure I should get myself up to speed with that one. Yeah, man. I think a good thing to do right now, because I really want to talk to you about it, is watch this video of yours, and then we'll reconvene after having watched the video. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Cool.
I smoke, she drink, and now we're living in between. She snow, I'm spring, don't let her get the best of me. Smoke until I go in a coma.
get lost in the cost, and I'm always pressing most days. Like the sunshine, but the flowers always seem to bring the rain. And the fire that is roaring is the one inside your brain. Never burns, it's never yearning for the letters of my name. Make a rose inspire over malicious arrogance, rotting and opaque. Or whatever something or someone in my position might say. To a beautiful amaretto floating sideways in outer space.
I smoke, she drink, and now we're living in between. She snow, I'm spring, don't let it get the best of me. Smoke it till I go in a coma, she feeling like a supernova. I smoke, she drink.
Said it was solid, we were alcoholics in between our constant problems. Dreaming of the day that she would say that I was off the topic. Hop onto that plane, any name, and flee off to the tropics. Only time and she was tame with flames are flying off my wallet. Like a berry, the sweeter the juice. Fucking with feature, whatever you choose. Pulling you till let me tighten the news. Let me whoever I wanna be used. And now the devil's got control of me. I feel the heat, I feel.
I ain't acting like myself now. Feeling stressed, I'm a mess, I'm a letdown. I smoke, she'll drink, and that's just the way it is. I ain't acting like myself now. Feeling stressed, I'm a mess, I'm a letdown. I smoke, she'll drink, and that's just the way it is. I smoke, she drink, and now we're living in between. She snow, I'm spring, don't let it get the best of me. Smoking till I go in a coma, she feeling like a supernova. I smoke, she drink, and that's just the way it is. And now the devil's got control of me.
Now the devil's got control of me. I feel the heat, I feel.
"561 Music" is brought to you by Handlebars Bar and Grill. It is a biker bar in Tequesta. Tequesta is a little town just right on the top of Jupiter there. If you're heading north on US 1, you'll see Handlebars on your right. It's a little yellow building, and there's usually bikes parked out front. We've got Bernsey in the kitchen there making the food, and the whole deal with it is my father-in-law sort of noticed that it closed down. The guy Victor, who used to run it when it was called Judy's, had he was winding things up there, and so my father-in-law decided he wanted to sort of breathe new life into it. So we were there cleaning the place up and sorting it out. I was real involved at the beginning, just helping out and just scrubbing the place up. We spent a bunch of money fixing it up and fixing up the AC and cleaning all the lines and making it nice. And now it's back up and running, and it's a cool spot. There's a bike night on the second Thursday of every month, and there's also on the fourth Sunday of every month I do an open jam, which it's good fun. Any ability of music, you can come along and jam, and if you just want to try out a couple of songs on your own too, you can do that. We don't all have to play along with you, so you should come and check it out. It's the fourth Sunday of every month, and it's open 7 days a week, so swing by and check the place out. It's a good laugh.
And our second sponsor is Backsaver LLC. Backsaver LLC is a local chiropractor. Dr. Christopher White is the chiropractor there. He's a board-certified chiropractor and handles all sorts of back issues and that sort of thing. If you've had a car accident, if you've had a slip and fall, he specializes in that kind of stuff. So, great people, been around for a while. They really know what they're doing. They're connected. So if you guys need any chiropractic work, any back work, anything like that, massages, that sort of thing, Backsaver LLC, Dr. Christopher White, and tell them that 561 Music sent you.
Yeah, right on. Our third sponsor for this episode is Oasis Root. It's based in Seagrape Square, which is on Indiantown Rd. It's a Kava bar, and if you like that kind of thing, it's a real nice one. It's super chill. They don't complicate the situation. They got one type of Kava that's real good, like a very high quality. He gets his product from somewhere on the West Coast that no one else uses around here. So he's got a really good connect for that. It's very high quality. He gets it ground himself, and they do a great Kratom tea in there too, and also they have real nice coffee in there. And it's a chill place. I swing by there quite a lot. I don't drink anymore, so it's quite nice for me to have somewhere to go and just shoot the shit and hang out. It's fun, and there's a lot of different vibes with Kava bars because it's quite a new thing. So some of them can be a little bit like almost like a club, where it's sort of a bit UV and dark. This place is the opposite of that. It's bright and breezy. Almost kind of feels like a French kind of small town cafe bar. It's kind of chill. It's just bright and breezy in there, and everyone's having a good time. And they've got some screens up and stuff, but there's good conversation flowing. So if you like that kind of thing and you're looking for something authentic and you want to know that the product is good, then go to Oasis Root Kava Bar.
And then finally, we want to let you know about the live music community Give and Let Give event this Sunday, March 6th. It's from 2 to 4 p.m. If you have any unused music gear, or rather used, music gear that basically you have lying around that you're not using, you're welcome to bring it in. You can swap it out for something here that you like in the pile of stuff that's been donated already. You can swap it out for something like that. Ideally, though, you just donate it, and then kids are going to come in here from 2 to 4 p.m. and Ben and I will be here. We'll be hosting the event, and we will be doling out and handing out all this music gear to kids so that they can use it, and they can either come back here and take lessons, or they can take it home and use it. And there's no hidden agenda here.
There's really no downside of this event.
We just want to get instruments into the hands of kids, basically.
Yeah, we've done one before, and it was great. It was a resounding success. People would come and bring stuff they didn't want, and then leave with something they did want. And a lot of people donated and didn't take anything, and it meant that some of the kids who needed stuff and either couldn't afford it or for some reason, couldn't get it. They got to walk away with stuff that they were definitely going to use, and it was just really nice to see. And it's a positive thing. Justin Hucker, who runs a school here, live music community, it was his idea, and it was a great idea. And we're going to be here on Sunday, helping run the thing and helping greet everyone and stuff like that. So if you want to come check it out, you absolutely should. It's a very positive and kind of refreshing event because there's no hidden agenda.
There is no hidden agenda. And if you think that you're going to bring your kid in and you're going to walk around and walk out here with a guitar string or a guitar pick or something, it couldn't be any further from the truth. There's a whole bunch of amps. There's all sorts of guitars and basses, and I think last I checked there was 2 or 3 full drum kits or something. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just a bunch of crazy
I spoke to a guy who's dropping off a PA on Sunday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's decent.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So bring your kid in, and it's from 2 to 4 p.m. this Sunday, March 6th, here at Live Music Community, corner of North Lake Boulevard and Military Trail.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
So, Jigs and Mario, could you tell us a little bit about what the song Supernova is about?
For me or for him?
Why don't you go one at a time?
Different meanings, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, mine is about a girl.
Right.
Is yours about a girl?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
About all of them.
Mine is about one particular girl.
All of the girls.
Okay.
Went through a pretty interesting breakup. I'll leave it as an interesting. But yeah, it's about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that whole thing of you smoke, she drinks. Is that like just what was going on there? 2 different vibes, or is that more of a metaphor?
Yeah, she didn't really smoke, and I smoked a lot at the time.
Right.
Kind of cut back a lot, and yeah. So it's kind of like about that, and then also being depressed about it, like feeling like a letdown, which is not usually like myself. I usually try to lift, and even though I'm feeling like shit, I try to uplift everybody else.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What would you say? Could you give us a little bit of insight into some of your lyrical content on it, Mary?
Yeah. The song is like basically obviously about the difference in vibe, like you were explaining. My stuff is super cool. I have like an Easter egg in there. where it says it never burns, it's never yearning for the letters of my name. And I've been waiting for like anybody to say it, but it says, may a rose inspire over malicious arrogance, rotting and opaque, which is just my name twice.
That's
So
it's hot.
it's hot fire.
Yeah, it is.
But it was more about this chick that I dated like 4 or 5 years ago that just kind of like, you know, ruined me or whatever and left. So,
Right, gotcha.
you know what I mean?
They
I mean,
all
it's just-
ruin you. They all
Yeah,
ruin
it's
me
okay.
too.
Well, it's tough, isn't it? Unfortunately.
It feels real good when you're over it, though.
You're not
Well,
over it.
I feel that. So, we were talking earlier, and you said there was some, there was some very interesting stuff that happened during the recording of the video and stuff. Can you give us a little bit of info on that?
Yeah, so I'm a spiritual person. I like to
Right.
meditate. I believe in the power of manifestation and all that stuff. And I was like pretty excited about it because we walked in to the Airbnb where we recorded the video, and the Wi-Fi was titled Nova. What was the fucking numbers on it? It was like 6969 or something. Nova 6969. And I was like, oh yeah, we fucking tonight, and it's. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, holy shit, this is cool. It's a song name. Did the guy know? And he was like, no, this guy has no fucking idea. And then it said Nova all over the place. And then we realized it was the portable Wi-Fi is named Nova, but it was still pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
We met Jeff Applefield over there.
Right.
Who Kenny Mullins introduced us to him. The guy who produced Supernova.
Yeah.
They're both in Resonated together. Jeff plays keys in Resonated.
Yeah.
He shows up with like this trailer
Right.
filled with stuff, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
wow, cool.
I was
Oh,
nervous
man.
as shit because I'd never met him before. And like Carly Cristello, I was snapping next, was like, oh yeah, he's so awesome. You guys are going to get on. I'm like, what if he hates all of my ideas? You know, like, fuck.
we took this poor lady, like we took her house and just filled it with camera
Ransacked
equipment.
it, dude. It's
I mean,
so
like,
much shit.
so then it was like, oh, we gotta have.
Who was
a
this
smoke?
lady?
Just
Some
Airbnb.
fucking-
Oh, right.
Oh
okay,
yeah, dude.
yeah.
So it was like then we bring in the smoke machine and we got it running for like hours. The entire house is like a haunted
There's
house.
there's lights everywhere. So like there's a bathtub scene, and they left me alone to fill up the bathtub with the bubbles, and like shit had jets in it, right? And I got really excited. My me time is my bath time.
Right.
That's really helped me throughout the breakup. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna get in these bubbles and soak in my sadness. But that shit, like I was like fucking around with the jets, and like no one was in the room with me, and I fucking hit it, but the jets were all facing like parallel to the water, so it was like half covered, and then like half not. So that shit fucking shot everywhere, and I was so scared because it was like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of camera equipment, and I just soaked the entire bathroom. And everybody's like, you okay in there? I'm like, yeah, nothing happened. We good. Fucking getting towels and shit. I'm like, nothing got fucked up, thank God. But Jeff was a big sweetheart in the bathtub scene.
Yeah, it's a
That's funny.
great video. I really
Yeah, it's an
enjoyed
awesome
it.
video. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
we had Billy Blue come hang out with us. He's the guy that's the third person in the video.
Right.
At
My boy Blue.
times we flew this drone like super high in the sky, and like, but he was like, it was one of the big ones with like a
Right.
camera on it,
Yeah.
and he was like flying it like right over my face.
Yeah, we're like trying to smoke and shit, like, and that
It
shit
was-
like it was
it was
fucking,
nuts.
It was trippy.
If you look in the video, Jeff makes an appearance. On
He's
the side
like
of
he's
the
like
house.
on the
You gotta,
side
like,
flying
really
the
look
fucking
for
yeah.
it.
You gotta look for his thumb too. It's
So
Damn it,
in,
Jeff.
in terms of like plugging this, we already kind of talked about this a little bit before, but you know, are you using any kind of is it just you guys like, or is there any kind of
It's just us.
situation?
It's just us. We're
Right.
probably gonna go out with like when we go to play these shows and stuff like that. We're probably gonna utilize maybe a guitar player and a drummer.
Right.
Probably swap around because we know so many cool people and stuff like that. So
Yeah, nice. In
might
terms
call
of,
you too.
In terms of like, yeah, well, you know, I almost would. I mean, if
He'd
I'm
do
free,
it in a heartbeat.
let's
Yeah.
go, man. Let's
Yeah.
go.
He's a busy guy.
Ben's like, don't threaten me.
I'll be there. Absolutely.
Hop in the van, hop in the bus. Let's go, man.
Well, my
We're doing
schedule's getting a little lighter in a couple of months. So
it. You're
know.
hired.
That's awesome. Yeah, when it comes to promoting it, did you do the thing where you like release it through like CD Baby and DistroKid or something like that?
DistroKid, yeah.
DistroKid.
Yeah.
Okay. And then have you hired anyone to sort of get more visibility or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm very fortunate enough to be best friends with Steph Miller from Blue Ave Music Group.
Right.
And she's like a fucking genius when it comes to marketing and stuff like that. So she's pointed us in the right direction, and she's
that's
kind of
great.
like holding our hand, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That's super cool. So the last thing that we sort of do on here is we talk about what is to come. You know, what have you got next? And I know that we usually sort of discuss the gigs that are coming up and things like that. But I know that right now you're focusing on writing and recording and releasing stuff. So what have you got coming up?
We're gonna attempt to release a track every month. That's our
Really?
goal for this year.
That's awesome.
Music videos also. We have the music video for Happy that's going to be coming out pretty soon.
Cool.
And then we're actually going to be releasing our next song, Friend Zone.
Okay, neat. So with the music videos, is it all the same team, the same guys who do it?
Yeah, we're gonna use the same guy, Jeff Applefield.
Yeah.
We had a really good time with him. We're gonna do Friend Zone. There's another song that we have also. It's gonna be self-titled. It's gonna be called Crimonosos.
It's kind of like a story, almost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like
Yeah,
it's a really fun
Mario's
story.
I
robbing a
feel like the
bank.
self-titled
Fucking
one,
bitches.
it's good when it sort of comes later, you know? It's like your song, and then you just come with the
You
big
can't just
hit,
blow
you know?
the load. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I can blow
I
the
want
load
to
on
finish. Like, I want everybody to finish. So, like, if you do it first, then you finish, because like, not everybody gets to finish all the time. It's just not the way it works.
Here I am kicking Ben underneath the table like,
But anyway,
hey,
but anyways,
some light eyes.
no, but that delayed gratification, that like for real, like you save it, because you
No,
don't want
totally. That's what Sonic Boom 6. It was ironically the album after I left was like the self-titled album.
Shit.
But I recently found out that Barney said the bass player from that band said on a podcast recently that one of the things he was most proud of is that we all stayed friends, and when I went back to England that we were still buds and we hugged and and that really warmed my heart.
Yeah,
Thought it
no,
was
you
lovely.
gotta. I mean, unless like somebody does something super detrimental, and like, why wouldn't you? Like,
No,
just
exactly.
move with love. That's literally my mantra. Move with love.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if Mario has a mantra. It's probably eat edibles. Look at his eyes.
Just go with the classic
like,
arm.
okay.
What's your mantra?
I just like watch the clouds go by.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
his.
watch the world
yeah.
go by. Keep my head in the clouds.
There you go.
If your head's in the clouds, you can't see anything that's happening on the ground. You can only see the sun.
Well, there's a
That's
lot
cute.
of craziness happening on the ground right now. It's best not to think about it too hard.
Right.
Yeah, so we have a festival coming up, don't we?
We do.
I think we should probably talk about it because there's been a lot of organisation and we're actually rather proud of it.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, man. It's going to be sick. Oh, you'll be there.
I will be there.
Yeah,
I will
that's
be there
awesome.
Sierra Laning it.
Yeah, are you going to come and hang out, Mario?
What day is it?
It's the
April.
2nd of April.
See how I just set you guys up for that?
Yeah, I liked it.
It's April 2nd at noon at Matthews Brewing in Lake Worth, Florida.
Oh,
I'm
there
gonna
you go.
come.
You got the
Yeah.
list there. That's perfect.
And we've got a ton of people. We've got Sierra Lane, like you said. We got Spread the Dubs, Sons of a Tradesman, No Name Ska Band, Bryce Island Band, Victoria Lee, Joey Caldereo, BFD, The Shake, Jake Walden Band, Sandman Sleeps, Fall Victim, Jacob Tacos, Micah Scott, Josh Miles, Dominic Delaney, Ben Childs, Alyssa Kuhn, Fox Maple, and Paper Carcass.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, it doesn't get much better.
I
than
am
that, man.
so excited for No Name Ska Band.
Well,
I'm so excited.
I got to tell you, it's the last gig that we're going to play for a while, so unless we get another random one that comes up. So I'm excited for it as well. I'm kind of, I have mixed feelings. There's bits-
Bittersweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it, really. It's actually kind of sad. But, I obviously wish Matt the best. He's moving to Vegas. And he has a
Oh,
good time.
the big V.
Yeah. And
So you didn't
It's
ever
good-
sleep.
it's going to be interesting to...
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah. The city that has many versions of every other city.
The city where you can just walk across the street and pick up a hooker. She's going to steal your wallet.
So I don't even think you have to walk across.
When
the
I
street.
played-
She'll come to you.
I had to walk across the street.
When
I'm just kidding. I've never been there.
when I played in Vegas, right, there was this band that we were playing with. I can't remember who was on first and last. I think they were on after us. I can't really remember, but they had the singer was just so. I mean, I think she might have been a stripper. I'm not sure because her whole whole stage show was just that. Like for an entire
What
song.
was it, though?
For
Hold
an entire
on.
song, it was just punk rock.
Was she,
That's just
was
ridiculous.
Was she pussy popping a punk
What
rock?
was the name of that band?
For an entire song,
swear.
she was sat on my lap for an entire song, just like looking at the rest of the
Dude,
audience. Like,
And
see-
what are you complaining about?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Not
dude.
complaining about it. It was a good time. It was a
I
good
should
time.
have sat on your lap for this entire interview.
No, it was really cool. I had a good time in Vegas, and I'm also I'm up too. I like in terms of the I won more money than I lost, so I can never go back. Unfortunately,
I don't like that attitude. You
Is
can
that
always
a-
go
is
back.
that a rule?
That's not.
I don't know.
Is that a rule?
It's a bit. At one point in time, it was my rule. I was like, yes, I'm the only person in the world who didn't lose all their money in Vegas.
I'm actually supposed to go to that When We Were Young festival with my bosses, which is
Oh, you gonna go
probably
to that?
yeah. She actually bought me tickets to it for like my birthday, but it's gonna be a shit show because my coworkers are fucking nuts.
Right. Yeah. Well, I feel like if it wasn't a shit show at that, you did it wrong. You know?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
for
a gazillion
sure.
bands. There's no way you're going to be able to see them all. I always
Well, I'm
feel
there,
like
I'm
you
there
go
for
to it
all
and
fucking
manage to
4
see
days.
no bands.
I'm there for all 4 days, and apparently what they're doing is that they're having the same lineup for every single day, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I might be able to get to see everybody because I'm literally there for the whole entire week.
Oh, that's how
Yeah.
you do it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And I'm staying at the Caesar's Palace.
There
I'm
you
gonna pick
go.
up some hookers. It's gonna be a good time.
I have a relative who's a professional
hooker?
poker player. No, I mean maybe I just don't know. But I have a relative who's a professional poker player. He goes out to Vegas and makes a bunch of money. It's pretty impressive actually.
Mario's really good at poker. Even though I beat him and I had no idea
It's
what I
that
was
poker
doing.
face
I'm just
he's
kidding.
got. Look at him.
she came in, like, played poker one night and just, I was
Took
like,
everybody's
listen.
shit. Everybody.
She had like
the worst
most
hand
chips.
ever.
She had like 20 times more chips than anybody. I was like, it's like cigarette break time. I'm like,
Don't fucking go all
don't
in.
just stop playing hands. Like, just stop. Just all in on the next 5 hands, no matter what. Just
Oh,
like,
my word.
and then she just lost all her chips.
Yeah, but I did. Dude. For not knowing what
you
I was
just-
doing, dude.
All you had to do was just not play, and
You're
you
right.
would have won.
I know. But I had to. I was like, fuck it. Mario said don't do anything. I'm doing it.
Oh, there you go.
It was
Tell me
funny.
what to do one more time.
I
Lose
know,
all your money. That's what's funny. It was all his money.
I'm terrible at poker. Just absolutely awful.
I'm the worst. So
Yeah.
you're definitely. I'm probably worse than you,
Oh really?
no doubt.
Oh, okay.
I've
Then we
been-
should play them.
So
because I'm always
all
the
four of
worst.
us should actually probably play poker.
I've been to Justin's house a few times for poker night, and it's always I'm the first one out. And
Really?
then I become like the permanent dealer for the night, like almost immediately. 3 hands in, I'm the dealer. Yeah, it sucks. It's the worst.
Just take them out.
This weekend we got some shows coming up. We got
You got No Name Ska on Friday, don't you?
Yeah. So the Toasters, they're a band that's very close to my heart because it was the first tour that I ever did with Sonic Boom 6 back in the day. We went around England and it was a pretty long tour and it was loads and loads of fun, and they really just taught me how to do it, how to behave, how to be a person on tour.
Yeah,
And-
that's very important. A lot of people don't know that that's part of the resume, essentially. If you don't know how to travel with people, it's
Yeah.
not going to go well.
Oh,
No,
for sure.
exactly. Yeah, if you don't know how to hang, it's a problem for sure. And yeah, I love the band, always have ever since. When I first joined Sonic Boom 6, I knew almost nothing about ska punk. Like, it wasn't what I was into.
Same shit for me, dude. I didn't know
Yeah.
what the fuck I was doing when I joined a ska band.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I went to a few gigs. I was like, "Oh, it's that! It's crazy! Okay, let's do it." And I
Yeah.
just got really into it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
immediately.
Same. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
I guess it was just like the family vibe, like how everybody in the ska scene is like really cool.
Yeah.
Like, no one's like mean.
I mean, I've met
Okay,
some
never
mean
mind.
people,
I'll
but-
take. Never mind. I'll fucking take that back.
But there's
No,
not that-
after I said that, like 5 people came across my brain. I was like, you know what? Fuck.
Mostly
Maybe not
mean.
everybody.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot less mean people than in some other scenes. But yeah, no, it's cool. And yeah, I think the fact that it's kind of perceived, to be sort of a bit daft and nerdy just makes it more fun,
I love it, man. I love pizza rolls. I love video games. I'm all about it.
Sorrel sticks.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
No, I love it too. And yeah, so we're going to be playing with the Toasters at Respectables. It's us, it's No Name Scar Band, Spread the Dub, and Toasters. And I just can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it.
What date's that?
This Friday.
This Friday, yeah, March 4th. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be a good one.
it sucks that we're gonna be leaving because I would have definitely loved to watch the Toasters and you guys.
Where are you? What are you doing on?
We're leaving. We're gonna go on that writing session.
Then okay.
We're gonna
cool,
get
yeah.
friend
Going to
zone.
Tampa,
We're gonna
baby.
get friend zone done for you.
And then we got Killbillies has got a square grouper. It's just me and James does that one from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. In Jupiter on March 5th. And in the evening, there is a small chance. I'm not sure because it's a bit up in the air at the moment. But if you go on our social media, you'll be able to find out whether it works out for me or not. So I'll be playing at Opportunities in Delray on Saturday night.
Okay, that's like 7 minutes from my house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure if I am or not because I'm having a bit of a weird time communicating with the guy, but I might be playing at Opportunities on Delray from 8 to 11. Yeah,
I might be there.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, and that's it. We got on Sunday. It's the give and let give.
Give
thing.
and let give, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And yeah, that's about it. I guess that wraps it up. So thank you so much for coming. It's
Yeah.
been a real pleasure.
It was our pleasure.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go pleasure Mario now in the parking lot.
It's been a long time coming, and we've been talking about it for a while. And it was a shame when you couldn't make it that time. So I'm so glad we managed to figure it out.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad that it actually worked out that way
Absolutely.
too. I think this is probably I was better headspace, so I think that's
Well, you got more stuff out now too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
a bit more sense. So it's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Rock on.
Very cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks for being
See you
here, guys.
later.
Everybody sing, it's what we're doing.